Hey, what is going on, everybody? Desir here with my round 3 opponent of Cosmic Crucible. So far, I'm 1-1. I had a little slip up on my last round. Titus got the best of me, so congrats again to him for that one. But today we have Mr. Commander. Let's go ahead and take a look at his TCP, his defenses, and see what we have going on. So it looks like I have another big matchup today. So my opponent has 93 million TCP, so this is going to be about a 19 million punch up for me. I've done it before, so hopefully I can pull out another one today. When I was looking at the ranking though, Mr. Commander has not dropped any matches, so I do have to go flawless on this one, and it's going to probably come down to an efficiency battle on here. Let's look at the defenses, see what he has there, and what he might have for offense as well. So in stage 1, there's that never dying, never going away Darkhold with Doom. That looks pretty interesting there. Stage 2 is a Pegasus team. We haven't really seen many Pegasus teams on defense, so I know a lot of people are wondering the best counter for this one. Stage 3 is Infinity Watch. Stage 4 is the full Out of Time team. Stage 5, we have X-Treme X-Men. And then stage 6 is Secret Defenders with Noir, and that Ghost Rider is G16, so this is the first time I'm facing a G16 character, and it is also 3 diamonds. For stage 1, I'm going to use my Tangled Web with Kestrel, Iron Man Infinity War, and Nova. As far as ISOs go, 2099 is a skirmisher, so when he does his ult on that turn 1, I'll be able to throw ability block on several of the characters that do not have Raider. Nova will be able to do that stun on Dr. Doom since he is a Raider, and Weaver will be able to do that trauma stun to Wong. To start this match off, 2099 will be going first. I'm going to use that ult from 2099 on Agatha because that death proof. And here you do see some of those ability blocks come into play. For Weaver, I'm going to target Wong and do the ultimate. I'm going to try to get that trauma stun off. I didn't get the trauma, but I did get the stun. Those charges are making it to where all those attacks are missing me. Nova's going to use that special on Dr. Doom, and there's that stun I was talking about. Kestrel is up next. I'm going to target Agatha and use that special. That's going to finish the Doom off, and I'm now going to be able to get a defense down on Morgan. For Iron Man and Infinity War, I'm going to target Morgan and use that special. Unfortunately, the ability block was resisted, but the Kestrel pings are really coming into play. Now I use the special from 2099, and there's more of the ability blocks kind of coming into play. For Weaver, I'm going to target Heartless and use the special. That does finish off the Heartless. I'm going to use Kestrel's ult on Wong because Morgan is almost dead. Now I'm going to use that Iron Man Infinity War ultimate. Morgan is gone, and I just have to finish the Wong off. For stage 2 Pegasus, because my Bifrost is on defense, and that's one of the main counters for Pegasus, I'm going to have to kind of go with the Hive Mind Super Skrull. That's the next best option, that's going to be the safest option. Super Skrull will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to target Kestrel and use the special. I'm only going to be able to rewind Darkhawk with Kestrel on this. However, the important thing is I'm going to have the exposed mechanic on Kestrel. Their rescue is going to do the flip. Super Skrull is back up. I'm going to stay targeted on Kestrel and use the basic. That's going to chain across and flip a few of those positive effects into negative. Here you see Iron Man Infinity War use that ultimate on me, but honestly it really doesn't matter. Super Skrull's going to use that ultimate and he just wiped the other side of the field and the match is over. For stage 3 against the Infinity Watch, I'm going to use Spider-Man big time with my Masters of Evil. This is a very good efficient counter, especially in stage 3 if you don't need your Masters of Evil elsewhere. So Titania will be going first in this matchup. Because they all have immunity, I'm actually going to start with her special into Phyla-Vell. That way I'm able to steal some of those positive effects. And there you see that she did get the safeguard from it as well. For Kang, I'm going to use the special into Phyla-Vell, and Phyla is now gone. For Spider-Man big time, I'm going to target Gamora and use the special. I want to get that revive once off of Gamora and Nebula. And there you see Gamora is now gone. For Moonstone, I'm going to target Adam Warlock and do the ultimate. It's not going to do the stun, but it will do that turn rewind and get those extra attacks in on Adam Warlock as well. Now that it's Titania's turn, I'm going to target Moondragon and use the ultimate, so that way I can try to kill her off. For Absorbman, I'm going to target the Nebula and use the ultimate. Again, that's going to call other people in, and Nebula is now gone. Kang's turn is up. I'm going to use the ultimate, and that just kills him, and he does not get the revive once from that either. For stage 4, I'm going to use my new warriors. I'm going to remove Dagger and put Apocalypse in. This is a fantastic counter against the Out of Time team. You see it's about a 250k punch up, and it does fairly well against this. Gwenpool will be starting this match off by doing the special into Black Knight. Now because that deflected is a risky play because not everything will get flipped. I was able to get the taunt off of him though, so I am happy about that. Now, for Firestar's turn, there's a lot of immunities on the other side of the field, so I'm actually going to need to do the special, and I'm going to stay targeted on the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and that was able to flip the Cosmic Ghost Rider. For Deathpool, I'm going to target the Star Brand and use the special to spread those negative effects over to Cosmic Ghost Rider. Cloak will then ult. Now it's Apocalypse's turn. I'm actually going to target Captain America and do the ult. That way the follow-up attack will stun the Captain America, and I don't have to worry about his reflexive taunts. For Apocalypse, I'm going to use that Falcon Punch on the Black Knight, and the follow-up did end up killing him. From here, the rest of the match is very easy. Peggy, you do have to worry about the heal and reviving Captain America, so I'm actually going to try to focus her down a little bit first. As you see, I used the Gwenpool ultimate, and now I'm using Apocalypse's special to ability block Peggy, just to make sure everything is going to be fine. Firestar used the ultimate on Captain America, and the Deathpool ping finished him off. For stage 5, I'm going to use the Superior 6 into the Extreme X-Men. This is a very dangerous team, especially at that 3.1 million. So this still isn't even a safe matchup because that Gambit and Nightcrawler can really throw that wrench into the counters. So the enemy Nightcrawler will be going first, and he unfortunately did stun the Spider Slayer. That's probably one of the better options for me though. My Ghost Rider Classic is going to use that ultimate to do that turn meter rewind, throw a bunch of debuffs on the other side, and Gambit's ready started to ping down the Spider Slayer. For Kraven's turn, I'm going to target Forge and do the special to ability block him. Doc Ock is going to summon out the Shocker with his special. Now that it is Spider Slayer's turn, I'm going to use the special on the Forge. He is a striker. I wanted to make sure the Forge did end up dying, which is why I targeted him when he had the vulnerable. Mysterio's up. I'm going to use the special to throw blind on Gambit, and the follow-up ended up killing him. I'm actually going to stick to the Cyclops to kill him, and I'm going to turn my attention to Nightcrawler. And here I did make a mistake. I used the basic on the Nightcrawler when I should have just used the special. I pushed him underneath the health threshold that he has. He was able to clear those negative effects and use that ultimate, and that did end up stripping my buffs and took some of my efficiency away. For stage 6, I'm going to use my Cabal with Lizard and Vulture. This is turning into one of my favorite teams to use in Cosmic Crucible based on the heroes on the other side, so that really speeds up Vulture. He has a great kit with a nice turn rewind built into it. And then there's Lizard, where if there's any Spider-Verse on the other side of the team, he's able to go first and strip a lot of buffs as well. So this matchup counters the Secret Defenders and pretty much any variation of it this Cosmic Crucible season. This is a very fast matchup, especially with no Super Skrull on the other side. So Vulture's going to go first. I'm going to target Noir because he's next to the Robbie and use the special. That's going to flip some buffs, get slow on them. Lizard's going to use the ultimate. It's going to strip a lot of positive effects. Ms. Marvel Harlight's ult is just going to rewind Vulture because of the placement. Iron Patriot's going to use the special that kills one of Noir's lives already. I'm going to target the Robbie with Namor, use the ultimate. Photon is dead, the follow-up attack kills Robbie. Now Vulture ults and the match is over. I did end up winning this matchup and actually was very close. My opponent did lose one matchup, which we'll take a look at that, but their score was 49-781. Mine was 50-196, so I was very efficient in my attacks. Even if it went to efficiency, I still would have only won by 15 points, which to me is still a very close matchup. Let's take a look at the defenses and see what happened. For stage 1, that Tangled Web PEGASUS combo worked very well still against Darkhold in the stage 1. I got an 83-65. Stage 2, that Hive Mind Super Skrull was a fantastic counter against this PEGASUS team. I got an 83-71, and you saw the turns was very limited on this one. For stage 3, I got an 83-68. Again, Masters of Evil is one of the best teams to use as an offensive weapon in stage 3 because of all those offense ups, so they get those assists. Even with the Infinity Watch, I was able to make it to the Kang Bang and just win the matchup. For stage 4, the efficiency really wasn't great. I got an 83-61 because of those health bonuses, because Black Knight just tearing apart the New Warriors. But it was still a really good counter because I was able to do a one-shot, and Apocalypse just getting rid of the Black Knight to where I only had to worry about Captain America and Peggy draining some efficiency at the end. But I still think this was the best counter to use based on the other teams I had to go against as well. Again, for stage 5, I got an 83-61. The Nightcrawler using that ultimate at the end really did hurt my efficiency on this one. I should have done the special on the Shocker, because then the Nightcrawler still would have had those negative effects in the blind to where when he used the ultimate, I wouldn't have taken as much damage and I would have lost one extra turn on the turn bonus. But overall, the Superior 6 did a pretty good job against that X-Treme team. For stage 6, that Cabal Sinister 6 combination got me at 83-70. Again, the turn meters, the health, because I wasn't even touched. This is a great counter, and I recommend you guys try this one out. For my defense, they used New Warriors against my Unlimited with Phoenix. This got them at 8358, so it did drain a decent amount of efficiency out of them. For stage 2, they used Hive Mind into my Bifrost. This got them at 8365. This isn't always a guaranteed win, so I haven't tried it myself, but I know there is a lot of RNG that kind of comes into play with this one. For stage 3, they used Masters of Evil into my X-Treme X-Men with Jubilee. This got them at 8364. Like I said, the Masters of Evil basically can take any team out in that stage 3, so I'm not really surprised by this score. For stage 4, they got a 7958. They used the Superior 6 into my full Out of Time team, and Black Knight basically won the whole matchup for me. I watched the replay, and just those retaliates with him just as a fortifier was doing so much damage. I did end up switching him to a striker so that way I can try to get a better efficiency the next time this type of thing comes around. For stage 5, they used Apocalypse, Eternals, Quicksilver Dorm into my Infinity Watch. This got them at 8366. I'm guessing this was kind of the leftovers that they had based on using Apocalypse and Eternals here, because he could have used Apocalypse elsewhere to try to boost the efficiency that way. But regardless, they still got an 8366, so it's a pretty good score against the Infinity Watch. For stage 6, they used Super Skrull with Cabal and Vulture into my Secret Defenders, and I actually used Spider-Man Noir and Morgan Le Fay in here. They did get an 8370, but they actually invested a lot considering they also used Super Skrull in here. I think if they would have used Lizard like I typically do, this still would have won that matchup. Now that the first week is done, I did go 2-1 on the first week. I'm pretty happy about that because I did end up climbing. I'm now in the top 300 as far as my rank goes. I'm going to keep pushing towards that top 200. I want to actually try to hang there the entire season this time instead of pushing on that last week or two. All 3 of my matches this week, they were over 90 million TCP. So I had about a 16 to 19 million punch up on every single matchup, and I felt I did very well. I was very efficient in my attacks. I did end up adjusting my defense a little bit, and I'm going to be working on a video for Cosmic Crucible tips, so keep an eye out for that one. If you haven't already, make sure that you do join my Discord channel. That's going to be in the description below, and as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Have a wonderful rest of the day.